Welcome back, everybody. We realized that we missed the very, very first initial person. But, yeah, we found that out. It'll take like 5 minutes, to be honest. But, yes, now to continue. If you got as much information as you could, you should report back to the group.
Yes.
Report to the group.
Information.
In the evening. You're not a scroll on nothing.
I ain't doing
Chinese down here, you met up with your friends after you finished gathering information. Dun dun. Oh, whoa. Are we allowed to just do that?
I'm seriously pooped.
Nah.
This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
Hmm?
It was the
Because
same
people
for
aren't being
me.
helpful with information.
There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Dun dun.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all.
Nah.
The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
Dun dun. Dun dun dun.
What should we do?
I have clues.
One steak bowl, please.
What?
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
crab and egg fried rice. What?
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Conjurer man. That was nice.
Good choice.
I don't know what everyone else ordered though.
Now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
Yes. The jazz hand shall awaken. So we're gonna learn about the information you gathered today.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
Yeesh.
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss
All true.
Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel.
Nobody
I
said
asked
anything
around
the
about
channel.
Teddy too,
Not to
but
us
no
anyway.
one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Deductions.
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent.
Dun dun.
Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
We're just gonna like never establish a social link with Naoto.
Yeah. Or maybe during the whole winter thing.
Just sitting here won't help you think any better. So I go outside and get some fresh air. Right. Right.
Don't tell Treebeard. Right.
Being a tree and all.
Yeah.
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
What are you from? Are you Colette?
It's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing.
Oh, you mean like the ones you established previously?
Hey, is it snowing?
Really?
Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
There must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
You should go over everything you know one more time. There was some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi, and judging by the warning letters, the culprits most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. It's highly likely that they also knew about Namatame, what Namatame was doing, and stood back to watch. who would know all these things. Another oddity about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Sakakunishi either, despite the police dispatching an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation. Someone in this small town who fits all the facts. The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is... Dun dun dun! I know the answer, it's not one of these. You could actually guess one of your friends? Harsh. I know the answer. I know the answer. The answer is not these people. Nanako?
Nanako.
Nanako, you're the murderer! Like, I'm just going through it. I'm like, oh, yes, Ryotora. And I look down on the scene Naruto. I'm like, whoop! The murderer is... Adachi.
Oh, I know.
It's Adachi. He's Sakak. Of course! If you only look at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating the case. You learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. There is no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. You spoke Adachi's name.
Adachi.
What about him?
Adachi. Just because they were in your head, so you're just like, Adachi. But what?
I named Nanako as the murderer.
I wonder what happens if you suggest Nanako. They'd be like, the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck? Huh?
Well, you
What
saw
about-
after she went to the hospital, nobody else has been murdered.
Adachi.
Yeah. Detective Adachi.
A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports.
Because everyone would expect him.
It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Indeed. Did you guess it was Adachi once?
During the whole Nanako being disappeared, and he was so super calm about the whole thing.
Well, I mean, before that. That was like not that long
Oh,
ago.
no.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective.
And maybe that's why it's such a
Really on
good
the right track
disguise.
here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time.
And you haven't mentioned it once.
Well, it could just be
Yeah?
a feeling, so why would it be important to matter?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
Ah,
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
where would they come in as like giant blocks of ice?
Just slide in.
Just slide until we get to our chairs and just kind of melt and sit. I'd be like, oh, and they would line up perfectly. Ding, ding, ding. Adachi-san.
That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
And?
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon. But I thought, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
See, that's why no one brought these things up.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san?
Indeed.
Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places.
Can we mention that outside? Well, I mean, I guess
Every
they
time
don't
you
too.
tell us
They
what the
didn't
police
know.
were doing before saying, oops, I said too much and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
Maybe.
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Various particularities have begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Adachi.
And is it really Adachi-san?
It's him, alright. It's him.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible.
But I am knowledgeable of this. That is,
This is now
You're holding the
Toshirogami.
phone very weird.
well, like, it's whatever. It's whatever. PS2 game. PS2 game.
Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
I can see Adachi just killing Namatame.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Were we ever told the other hospital they were going to?
Nope.
Probably at one point, maybe once. But you're getting closer to the truth. Right. Just or judgment. Judgment.
Bing.
Seekers of truth. Judgment. Yep. Da, da,
Judgmental.
The Seeker of Truth social link has reached level 4. The power to create personas of the Judgment Arcana has grown.
Yay.
Yeah. Do we even know any from the Judgment Arcana? I think Trumpeteer, but that's
Yeah.
it.
I think there would be though something better than Trumpeteer.
Odin. Do 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 do. You murderous fiend.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Oh, duh. You murderer.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
Going to jail, you mean?
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah.
The Batman questionnaire begins.
I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Dun dun.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san!
What are you, just Solid Snake patrolling the halls like Namatame? Namatame!
Metal Gear.
Namatame's
12.
already been relocated.
Metal Gear 12,
I was looking
Dojima
for you
edition.
So I could tell you that.
Sneaking through.
Dun dun.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Don't worry, we handled it.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. That part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition?
Oh, so even
He's already
Dojima
been
knows it's
relocated.
weird.
It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job.
Yep.
You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. You should question Adachi. Oh, about when Yamano vanished.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago, too. My memory's kind of hazy that far back.
But you were
Everybody
guarding her,
else,
so you
too.
should have known. You should question Adachi about Saki's interrogation.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
There's still something you need to question Adachi about. About the warning letter.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
But Dojima should.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
Hmm.
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that. And what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it?
Dun dun.
Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about?
We know.
Getting a little
So
suspicious
Jima-san,
there.
You really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Time for you to confess.
I'm
It's
going
just the
back.
evening. It's not
We need to get
nighttime
to the
yet.
Station to report in.
Just one more thing, please.
Get him, Junior
We
Batman.
know for certain now that the first two murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Because we think it might have been you.
Dun dun.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in.
Ah ha ha.
Ah.
Did you just say?
Incriminated yourself.
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident.
I have no idea what Dachi said then.
At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it.
He should have been wondering why.
How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd, that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
Dun dun.
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
No one's gonna stop him?
Wait, you son of a bitch!
Dojima? Oh.
Adachi! Ah, damn it! Adachi!
Oh my god.
Crawl. Be even more intimidating.
It's okay, Dojima. We'll handle it.
We will be the sword of Dojima.
The blade of Dojima. Ah, ran in, didn't he? Namatame's hospital room. Dachi isn't here either.
What the? I swear he ran this way.
Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
No one gonna guess the TV?
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked. We didn't find him anywhere.
I found something.
That bastard.
Dojima-san?
Dojima-san.
For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
You're gonna shut up, and we're gonna be handling the rest of this in the next episode. Don't forget to like, first, subscribe, or comment on the bottom section below. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.